Welcome, everybody, to a brand new Blu-ray and DVD out and about video today. And this week sees the release of the dramatic and mysterious horror film Antebellum, hitting store shelves, along with the complete third season of The Crown. Game of Thrones is getting a complete 4K collection set, and speaking of 4K upgrades, the 2006 action comic book thriller V for Vendetta is also getting that 4K upgrade love as well, plus much more. So let's go see the deals, exclusives, and we are at our first location, Walmart. So let's go in and see what they got. All right, everybody, we are in at Walmart, and there actually is a couple things we're checking out here. And the first thing I'm seeing is they have the 4K Blu-ray digital of Antebellum for $24.96. The Blu-ray DVD and digital for $19.96, and the DVD for $14.96. Now, I watched this on Amazon Prime, and to be fair, I did not know what I was walking into. I really did not know what I was expecting, guys. Truth be told, I really didn't, man. I remember seeing the trailer, and the trailer looked really weird. I didn't know, like, I knew it was a horror film, but I didn't know quite the type of horror flick it was going to be, and I thought it seemed like different time periods. Is there time travel in here? Like, I was really kind of confused, intrigued, but really confused, man. But I decided, hey, you know, sometimes a great mysterious horror flick can either go one of two ways, really good or really bad. So I was definitely looking forward to it. Now, the movie is basically about this woman played by Janelle Monáe, who, I can't give it away, guys. I can't do it. This is one of the first times that talking about a movie, if I give you the plot, it gives away the whole film. Truth be told, it actually really does, man. So I can't actually give you guys any of the plot or any really information. Just let's say that she is stuck in a really bad situation on a plantation, and it's very complicated. Let's put it that way, man. That's the best way I can possibly describe the movie. There's a lot of really great twists and turns in the film. I thought that Janelle Monáe did a really fantastic job with this movie. I believe it's actually her very first major starring role, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it actually is. She did a phenomenal job here. All the actors did. The story is really well done, because you think it's one thing, and then it completely shifts into something else, and then you're kind of confused and you don't know quite what's going on. And then when things are a little bit more clear, you're still not entirely sure what the hell is happening. There's a lot of moments of confusion, but it intrigues you. You kind of want to go further with the story. You want to know what's going to happen with the movie. It is a tough watch, though. It is very disturbing at times, especially the first half of the film, what these people are going through, what she's going through with things like slavery and being tortured, and you think to yourself, like, oh God, like, she's being used as a piece of meat, and you think to yourself, like, I don't know how much more I can really watch of this, because it's really touching a nerve with me in a big bad way, man. It really is. But to be fair, that's what good horror does, and it really did it, man. It really did it in a big bad way. It was great. I really enjoyed it, man. I really honestly did. Like I said, it's going to confuse people. I think some people are really going to like the movie, and some people are going to be turned off by it. But that being said, it's really intriguing, really well done. Like I said, the acting is phenomenal. And it's not really a horror film as far as, like, the gore and blood is concerned exactly. But what it is just really well done overall, and just takes you in a lot of different wild directions that you're not really expecting. So Go in with a little bit of expectations, but know that you're going to watch a little bit of a mind fuck. But when you're done with the film, I think you're really going to praise it. It's a wild ride, but man, did I enjoy it. So I really enjoyed Antebellum. Thought it was really fantastic, man. So this one, to me, is a worthy film. It's one that I went in with such low expectations because I just didn't know what I was expecting. And honestly, it really delivered. So I would say give Antebellum a chance, especially if you like movies like Get Out and Us. Very much in the same pattern as those films. I'll just kind of hint at that. Same pattern. Very unique, very interesting horror flick. And I really enjoyed it. And then I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray of Hard Kill for $14.96, the DVD for $12.96. Oh, God, fuck my life. God damn it. Ah, Jesus. Yeah, I saw this movie, guys. Okay, I saw it on Amazon Prime, alright? Man, why the fuck do I punish myself? God damn it. From the executive producer of The Irishman. What the fuck? Yeah, this thing has nothing in common with The Irishman whatsoever. Oh my God. No way. Jesus. Okay, guys, so I watched this on Amazon Prime, as I said, and dude, the lowest of expectations. Low. I mean, down to the fucking ground low, man. But whatever I went with it, man. Basically, it's about this guy hiring this mercenary team for this sort of piece of technology, and it's sort of a race against time to sort of save this guy's daughter and, regain the technology. And that's it, man. This is supposed to be sort of one of these sort of action spectacular movies, machismo, real man action, badass babes and guns and sweaty bodies and everything. And give me a fucking break, man. Give me a break, dude. Oh, fuck. This movie is really not good, man. I mean, first of all, it's really cheap. And the action is barely even there. A lot of it is off screen. Some of it is interesting, mildly, but just very so-so. The acting is very weak, man. I mean, you have these chicks that are trying to come off as badass and intimidating, and it's fucking laughable. Jesse Metcalf is... Give the dude credit, he's trying, but man, he's working with such a rotten piece of shit, man. And Bruce Willis, dude, what the fuck is up with Bruce Willis? Seriously, man, what the fuck is up with him? I mean, my God, this is, I don't know how many movies now, straight to DVD and Blu-ray that I've seen with Bruce Willis in it, where he literally... He's just not good. He can't, he doesn't even try, man. He's not even trying to actually be good as an actor. He's just cruising along, waiting for the fucking paycheck, man. I mean, that's it. I mean, nothing. Such weak sauce, man. And I respect Bruce Willis. I like the dude. Fuck, man. God, Bruce, man, that man, I was hoping maybe with an action movie like this, maybe he would be a little bit more badass, old school Die Hard that I remember him from back in the day. But no, not at all. No. He's just kind of like a stump on a log. That's all Bruce Willis is nowadays, and it really fucking sucks, man. It really does. The movie is trying to be this sort of great action thriller movie, the edge of your seat, but there's nothing edge of your seat about this. It's all cheaply done, smoke and mirrors. The action, they try to pretend it's more epic than it actually is, and it comes off as just laughable, man. God. this is there are so many better straight to DVD and Blu-ray action thrillers out there. Hard Kill is like a really, really big hard pass. Take on a Madman, Save the World. Man, save my fucking time, dude. God, I want my fucking hour and a half back. Fuck. God damn it. And can somebody fucking check Bruce Willis's pulse, for Christ's sake? Because seriously, sometimes I'm watching him on screen and I think he's dead. Seriously. This is a major, major disappointment, man. And then, of course, because we're immediately in November, and why not put out the Christmas movies immediately? God, we're not even past Thanksgiving yet. Okay, whatever. They have all these wonderful new Hallmark Christmas movies right around the holiday corner. Of course. Wonderful Hallmark always puts out their Christmas spectaculars this time of year. We got a Christmas Love Story with Kristen Chenoweth and Scott Wolf. Scott Wolf, wait. God, when's the last thing I saw Scott Wolf in? I think it was... Last major thing I saw him in was Go? That movie Go, long, long time ago. Man, it's been a long while since I've seen him, man. Love takes center stage this holiday season. Oh, indeed it does. Let's see, what is this about? The youth director tasked. Oh, and then they fall in love together. And guess what? I'm pretty sure she writes that big song for the Christmas Eve show. The tension. Oh my God, can you feel the tension? Okay, well, it might be good. I mean, Kristen Chenoweth and Scott Wolf are decent actors, so okay, I got that. Then Christmas in Town with Candace Cameron Bure from Fuller House, of course. A cute cover, at least. Finding love and family in a place that was meant to be. How cute. What's this one about? Leave everything behind. We're putting unforeseen detour. She finds the magic of Christmas and the magic of love at the same time. Of course she does. How sweet. Of course, Christmas in Town. Then, of course, we go from Christmas Town to Home for Christmas. Inspired by the Blake Shelton hit song. I gotta admit, guys, I don't listen to Blake Shelton, so that completely passed me by, man. Okay. Brand. Home actor has been. As Christmas nears, they learn a bond. Another falling in love and learning to love Christmas yet again. Of course. Of course. You see, we're getting onto a theme here, guys. Yeah, we're getting onto a major theme I'm sensing here. Then on to, we go Home for Christmas, and now we go Christmas in Rome with Lacey Chabert. My God, man, she's sort of made a career on these Hallmark ones, hasn't she? I've seen she's done a lot of these ones, man. Discovering the heart and soul of one another. Aw, makes you just want to curl up in a blanket and cuddle with your loved one, don't it? Aw. Independent-minded American tour guide who gets fired. Oh, again, finding love and celebrating the holidays together. Of course. Huh. Why not find a little love in Rome, huh? All right. And then, oh, come on, man. We saved the best for last here, man. Christmas at Dollywood. Oh, baby, look at this. We say Christmas at Dollywood. Look at that. Danica McKellar and Dolly motherfucking Parton. Good Lord, man. Now, I got to admit, man, back in the day, the Wonder Years, I had a huge crush on Danica McKellar, man. A huge, huge crush on her. Like, majorly, man. And trust me, I wasn't the only one that I had a crush on. I'm sure a lot of young kids did, man. Believe in what you wish for. Okay, Christmas at Dollywood. What's this one about? Oh, it's two of them finding love Wow, planning an event for Dolly Parton. Look at Dolly, man. God, look at all the plastic surgery Dolly Parton's had, man. She looks kind of like a plastic doll now. I mean, seriously, I'm not being mean, man. I'm just being honest. I mean, I love Dolly Parton, man. Movies like 9 to 5. I love some of her early country music hits are great. I love Dolly. But come on, man. I mean, there's no denying she's had a lot of work done, okay? She's looking like a Siamese twin here. Let's be real, man. Damn. I mean, this might be the one I'd be interested in the most because it's got Dolly Parton in it, but how much did they pay Dolly to be in this? I mean, come on. What was her fee? Seriously. I mean, maybe she needed a little bit more of a nip and tuck, so, they had to pony up the cash. Hopefully she can actually, speak. Hopefully her lips are not sewn shut. I love Dolly. I kid. I love Dolly Parton, man, but it looks decent enough. It does, I guess. I mean, I'm not going to hate anybody who hates on these Christmas movies. I'm really not. Because I get it, man. Christmas is a really great holiday, and it's nice to find new Christmas stuff to get into. So I'm not going to hate any of you guys who really love these Christmas stuff. I'm not really going to do it. But seriously, why can't we get any stuff for Hanukkah? Why? Why is it all Christmas? Why can't we have a Hanukkah love story? Hanukkah Town. Home for Hanukkah. Hanukkah in Rome. Hanukkah at Dollywood? Okay, maybe I wouldn't want a Hanukkah at Dollywood, but seriously, why don't we have more Hanukkah flicks? Always Christmas, man. I mean, look, it's just the Jewish guy in me. I'm always wanting a little more Hanukkah to be represented. But seriously, Hanukkah, Christmas, whatever you celebrate, more holiday flicks. I'm sure there's more to come too, guys. And speaking of one other thing to look at, they do have this My Hero Academia Heroes Rising. Now, I showed off the Blu-ray DVD digital, I believe, last week at Best Buy. They didn't have it here at Walmart, but they do have something here now, which is for $24.96, the movie and exclusive fig pin. And that kind of looks really cool, man. Like I said, I told you last week I didn't really know much about My Hero Academia. I know the title, but don't really know anything about the movie or the series or anything, but if you guys are fans of it, I got to admit that that's actually a really cool pin. And I know a lot of people get into these type of things, so actually this is not a bad exclusive. Cool. For all you sort of pin lovers out there, and I know a lot of people collect really cool pins too. Very interesting. So they have that. They have all those wonderful Christmas movies. Antebellum, of course. Hard Kill. Not bad this week, actually. Some pretty decent stuff overall. Okay. Let's head out. It's not so bad, all things considered, this week, guys. I mean, mind you, they don't have any of the indie stuff that came out this week, and I know there's a few things that did come out. They don't have any of that, but surprise, they actually did have some of the new releases that at least they had more than last week, and trust me, last week was a real barren thing, so at least they got that, man. Some interesting horror, some actually bad straight to Blu-ray and DVD action, and some Christmas stuff. It's that time of year again, isn't it? Of course it is. At least some stuff to check out this week, and sometimes with this Walmart you never quite know, but they definitely at least delivered this time around. Not bad. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's head to the next location and see what we can find. Alright everybody, we are at our second location, Target. But before we go in, I gotta talk to you guys about something. So, it's not major news or anything, but I figure it's still at least worth talking about that I heard that Netflix is actually raising their prices. Yet again. Wow, what a shocker. Now look, man. Some of you people are gonna come to me and say, well, hold on a second, it's only $1 increase or maybe $2. It's not that much. No worry to really over, dramatize it. And you would be right. However, they have been increasing steadily over the last year, 2 years, somewhere around there. They honestly have, man. And look, the honest thing I gotta say about this, whether it's Netflix or eventually Disney, because let's be real, Disney will eventually raise their prices. If you don't think that, then you really got to get your head checked, man. Hulu or CBS All Access, bunch of these streaming services, they will all eventually raise their prices to a certain degree. Whether it's because they need to pay for more content or whether they're having a bad month or a bad year and they've lost subscribers, whatever it is, they're going to raise their prices. The real question is, how far will consumers go? Truthfully, because think about it like this, man. You know, there's 24 hours in a day. And with sleep and work and personal things you take care of, bills, family, friends, whatever, people watch a certain amount of entertainment per month. Now you have to ask yourself, how much do you value that entertainment and what is the monetary value that you put on a streaming service? Because yes, we have to talk about the content, and the content is very important. What the content is, are they bringing new stuff to the table month in and month out? But the real question is, what are you willing to pay for it? For me, Netflix, still to this day, I consider Netflix something that I cherish. It's something that I still like. I get a lot of entertainment through Netflix when I'm able to watch it. I still think it's a worthy price for me. But I can see other people, like, look, my friend Bob, man, he talked to me, he said, look, there's nothing really left on Netflix for me to watch. Why am I sticking around paying for it when it's just an extra bill that I really don't need? And this is where it's going to come down to. Because, look, we can say everything about physical media we want. Oh, the prices for these boutique label things, $35, $40, whatever. And sometimes there's a reasonable argument to be had there. There is. But with streaming services, you know, look, they're always saying, look, we're gaining all these subscribers. We're gaining all of these people coming to the platform, and streaming is ruling the day. And there's a good argument for that. But at a certain point, streaming services are going to have to ask themselves, how much are they willing to charge the average consumer until the average consumer says no more? That's an interesting conversation to have. And it really honestly is, man. I mean, for me, look, if you're paying, and look, you look at $10.99 a month or $12.99 a month or $19.99 a month, and you ask yourself, okay, how much content is worth it for me to want to watch it? Because look, yes, for us physical media lovers, it's nice to see some of the old stuff, but look, we can buy that on physical media. We tend to get into the newer stuff. What are you giving me newer for a value that I can say that it's worth it paying for the money that I'm getting, what I'm getting for? That's going to be the tough sell. I think Netflix still has a lot of great content out there that is still worthy of paying the extra increase. Hulu has a lot of stuff that you get sort of the day after a lot of the live stuff comes on, so maybe that's worth it. Disney is going to be a little bit of a tough sell, especially going forward when there's not a lot of new content that they're putting out at the moment, and there will be an increase. With so many streaming services, with so many choices, with so much content out there, it's really about penny pinching. It really honestly is. It's about the penny pinching. And how many services are you willing to get? Because streaming is now really popular, so everyone's saying, well, instead of having cable, have the streaming services. Okay, that's fine, but at a certain point when prices increase so much, how much are we willing to spend until we say, well, enough is enough? And also, look, when you have physical media, you're paying a one-time fee, and then that's it. You don't have to continue to pay a monthly fee over and over again. With these streaming services, you're continuing to have to pay this price over and over and over again. And are you getting the most bang for your buck? I mean, for me, I look at something like The Mandalorian, which is really cool, or Stranger Things on Netflix, and I say, oh, those are great, but why am I continuing to pay for it month in and month out when I'm only looking forward to it maybe for an entire month and then cut loose? That you're also going to see too. You're going to see a lot of these people using streaming services for maybe a month or two and then cutting loose and then coming back to it. So the numbers might be inflated, but they're inflated because maybe those people are only watching it for The Mandalorian and then leaving, or only watching for Stranger Things and then leaving. That's what I do sometimes. So when streaming seems like it's a powerful new format, it is, but maybe it's not as powerful as we might think it is. Maybe people are weighing their options a little bit more and seeing what am I getting for the bang for my buck, and should I cut loose for a month or two and then come back to it for another month and then leave again. It's very tricky. Some of the numbers out there are not entirely accurate, and sometimes when you see these numbers, sometimes don't get fooled by them, because they may only be subscribing to it for maybe a month or two and then leaving. Because sometimes these streaming services, even though they offer some great stuff, do they offer great stuff month in and month out for you to keep on the subscription? Especially with an increase? Tough to say, man. I mean, definitely let me know what you think about that, guys. Definitely interested. I still think some of it is worth it, but at the end of the day, when you're trying to save money, you gotta really worry about what you're paying and what you're not, and if the entertainment that you're getting is actually well worth the money that you're paying. Definitely let me know what you guys think about that. But this week, actually not bad. A couple of interesting physical media stuff. Not a major bonanza week, but way better than last week. And hopefully Target will prove at least a little bit more plentiful than last time around. Hey, one is better than none. You know what I'm saying? Well, only way to find out is to go inside. So let's head in. Check it out. All right, everybody. We are in at Target, and holy shit, man. Wow. Like, they are definitely, like, going full in on Christmas, man. My God. Wow. They have definitely, like, put the whole shelf, like, Christmas theme, man. Whoa. Like, the exclusive holiday packaging for Elf. The old school Infinifilm DVD. Oh, my God. I remember the old days of, like, the Infinifilm DVD stuff, man. That was really cool back in the day. God, they still have them. Elf is a decent movie. I'm not a big fan of Will Ferrell, but I will freely admit that has become a classic. So they do have that. They have that only a Target exclusive holiday packaging for Polar Express and the widescreen DVD. Also, great movie. Still really like it. I'm not in love with the Polar Express, but it is a good movie for kids. Of course, you have to have Home Alone. That's like quintessential Christmas classic. You gotta have that. Of course, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, which is actually a really good sequel. I really do like Home Alone 2. Not everybody really likes it. I mean, it's not as classic as Home Alone. I'll freely admit that. But Home Alone 2 is actually pretty darn good, man. I do like that one. And actually, Tim Curry is actually really good here as well. I really like him in that. Of course, Christmas Story as well. You gotta have Christmas Story, man. Now, this is a classic. Love that. And I love the actual Target exclusive packaging, because I really love that with Ralphie's face. So cool, man. I really love that with the Christmas sweater and stuff. That's awesome, dude. That, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which, again, another Christmas classic, clearly, with the only a Target exclusive holiday packaging. This is a great film. I can't say that I love all of the National Lampoon's Vacation movies. Most of them I like, not all, but, of course, Christmas Vacation is like, that's one you watch every single holiday, clearly. Then Santa Claus 2, and Santa Claus 3. They also have the three movie collection of all three of the Santa Claus films as well. Now, honestly, I love the first Santa Claus. That's a really great movie. And honestly, I do think this has slowly become a Christmas classic. I love Tim Allen here. It's one of the only actual films that I really love Tim Allen in. I think it's going to become a really great Christmas classic. Two and three, I've seen parts of two. I may have seen a little bit of three, but not much. They seem okay, but I'm much more of a fan of Santa Claus, the very first one. Much more, man. That one's definitely a classic. Then you have Home Alone 3, which, you guys keep on telling me all the time that you guys really like Home Alone 3. I do not get it. I seriously do not. And it's not to hate on you guys. I just don't really get the love for Home Alone 3, man. I mean, the only thing that I can say that I really like about this movie is that Scarlett Johansson is in it. Like, that's really it. But people really like this one. Strangely enough, man, I'll never get the love for Home Alone 3. Never, man. But, hey, to each their own, man. At that, they've got a two-movie collection of Home Alone and Home Alone 2. Holiday Inn, which is a great old school Christmas classic. That's a great one. Wonderful Life, another great classic. Miracle on 34th Street, which has been actually remade to death, man. This one has been remade a lot. In fact, well, right here, one of the remakes, man. I actually like both of these movies. Of course, the original's great, but actually this remake's not bad. She's pretty decent. And then you have Jingle All the Way, which, hello, Jingle All the Way has become a holiday classic also. I want the Turbo Man. Really great. Man, Turbo Man is... this is so great. Dude, I really like Jingle All the Way, man. It's fun. It really is fun, man. And it's really actually, Schwarzenegger doesn't really do these type of flicks, man. These sort of holiday type things. But he was really good here. And so was Jake Lloyd. And man, speaking of Jake Lloyd, dude, I feel bad for that dude. Because, man... yeah, he grew up all fucked up, man. He really did, man. He had a tough life, dude. But he was good, man. I liked him in this movie. And I really like Sinbad in here, too. The rivalry between Schwarzenegger and Sinbad. It's really fun. I really like that one. Of course, Prancer as well. I have The Nightmare Before Christmas, which is a really great movie. My girlfriend loves this film. I really love this film as well. And the great thing about this, as I said before, I think, during the Halloween season, is not only can you watch this during the Halloween time, but you can also watch it during the Christmas time as well. So it's actually a movie that works both ways, which not many can say that, but this one actually does. Really great. Then, of course, you have the Home Alone 3 film collection, which has all three of the Home Alone flicks. And then they have the 5 movie collection for the DVD only here. Of course, if you're going to put it on the cover, you're going to put Kevin McAllister on the cover, Macaulay Culkin, because that's what's pretty much selling the Home Alone franchise here. But 5 movies, man. Like I said, I love the first Home Alone and the second Home Alone. I guess I'm going to tolerate Home Alone 3. I guess I am. But 4 and 5, like, maybe I've seen bits of 4. Barely, maybe. 5 I've never seen before. But, like, those are kind of like ones that you never really hear about. Like, if you're hearing about anything, you're hearing about, like, the first 3 films. And mainly the first 2. But 5 movie collection, like, you must be a hardcore Home Alone fan to really love that, dude. Must be. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, which is another really great movie. And actually a holiday classic, but not really a Christmas holiday classic. More like a Thanksgiving Day, because he's coming home for Thanksgiving, right? At least I think he is. Like the holiday season. I think it's still great regardless. I guess you could watch it during the Christmas season. That Scrooge is really great. I love Scrooge. Scrooge is amazing. I think this is great. I would love to see a special edition of Scrooge come out. Bill Murray is fantastic here. I love how they take sort of the Scrooge classic and sort of turn it on its head in a modern day way. Love it, man. I think this is really fun. This is a really fun one. Definitely become a classic. Christmas with the Cranks, which honestly I've seen. I don't know if I would call this a holiday classic though. I know people watch it during the holidays, but Christmas classic? I mean, I love Jamie Lee, but still. Then Medea Christmas, which Sure, I think anything Medea pretty much becomes a staple for any fan of Medea. Why not? I'm not a fan of Medea. I don't get it, but clearly somebody loves it. And then, oh God, Daddy's Home too. Good God, man. Okay, look. I do not like Daddy's Home and Daddy's Home too. This is a terrible movie. This is a really terrible movie. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, people. I don't know if I consider this a Christmas classic. I really don't. But I did a movie review with my friend Ron. We did it on the channel. I guys go back and watch our old school review on Daddy's Home too. It is hilarious. We had fun just ripping this movie a new asshole, man. You know, there's a lot of really great classic Christmas movies, and then there's Daddy's Home, which tries to be one but fails miserably, man. I do not like that. I mean, I sort of find the old school ones like Jingle All the Way and some of this other stuff up here. I mean, they're all classics. The modern day stuff, like Medea or The Cranks or Daddy's Home, I don't know if they're really considered Christmas classics. The only one modern day one I would say is a classic is Elf. That's really the only one out of the modern day ones that I would consider a classic. Out of that, you know, the other ones, not so much. It's really the old school ones, like Christmas Story, Home Alone, Christmas Vacation. Those are the old school stuff, but man, there is a lot of Christmas love here at Target, man. A whole shitload of it. Again, where is the Hanukkah love? But if Hanukkah had half as much movies as Christmas does, then I would never be complaining. But uh, why can't Kevin McAllister be actually trapped for Hanukkah? I mean, come on. It's not just people that celebrate Christmas. It's also Hanukkah too. Come on now. Or the Polar Express is going to a Hanukkah festival. Hello. All right. Well, a Jewish guy can dream. But until then, a lot of really fantastic Christmas love here. Well, I guess it's that time of year. Already? Flies, man, let me tell you. Let's see if they got anything else. And then over on this side, we're finally getting to some of the new releases and a lot more Christmas love. The first thing I'm seeing over here is they got the DVD of Blackbird for $12.99. I've definitely not heard of Blackbird. Huh. Look at that. Look at the cast. Susan Sarandon, Kate Winslet, Mia Wasikowski, Rainn Wilson, Sam Neill. Jesus, man, that's a lot of powerhouse actors. Holy shit. I wonder what is this about? Lily and Paul summon their loved ones to their beach house for one final gathering after Lily has to end her long with ALS. One weekend complete with holiday traditions. Staying on resolved issues. Oh, very interesting family drama, it seems like. It probably is really good. I mean, God, there's so many great actors in here. I mean, clearly it's got to be worthy of something. I mean, especially if all these actors came on board the project. Surprised I've never heard of this one, but I mean, with such great actors, and it seems like a really engaging story, this has to be a really good movie. Huh. This might have been one that might have actually come to theaters if it wasn't for the coronavirus. I kind of have a thought about that. Because with such great actors, you'd think this would definitely be sort of a movie that would be Oscar bait or something, you'd think. Looks interesting to me, man. They got that. They also end up having the Blu-ray of I Am Woman for $14.99. Now, I got a chance to watch this on Amazon Prime. Now, this is basically, as it says here, the Helen Reddy story. This is the same woman who sang I Am Woman, and sort of an empowering theme for females across the world. And I kind of wanted to watch it because it's another very interesting sort of musical biopic, which I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to give it a chance, see how it is. And man, I gotta admit, I like a really good biopic. Like, there's some really great biopics out there that I've really loved. Um, it's not really a biopic, but like A Star Is Born is really good. I've liked, obviously, the Queen biopic, and of course certain stuff that came out, a long time back, like Ray, and a lot of other stuff. I mean, there's some really good ones out there. This one, honestly, is pretty good, to be honest with you. It really is. I mean, like I said, it goes through her life struggling as a young mother and trying to find love and trying to make it in this industry back in, like, I believe, like the late 60s and the 70s, when it was just really tough for females to sort of get into that sort of industry. Very male dominated. You had to very much prove yourself. Really well done movie, man. Very, very well done. I really enjoyed it. The acting is fantastic here. Tilda Cobham Irvy, God, I hope I'm not butchering that name. She did a really great job, and so did Evan Peters. Evan Peters from American Horror Story. He did a great job as sort of her boyfriend slash husband, and the relationship that they had together, the complications of it. He does a really great job here. The music is really well done. The time period, the setting, the clothing, the way they were able to portray it, I think everything is really top notch here, man. The drama, it's a very intriguing and riveting story. Very empowering for females. And it's a really good musical biopic. It really honestly is. I think it's one that a lot of people, I don't think, are going to easily find, because it's not one that I don't think is high profile. Like Ray Charles is high profile. Queen is high profile. There's a lot of other ones. Buddy Holly is high profile. There's a lot of other stuff out there. This woman, I don't know if she's high profile as them, but her story is just as intriguing and really fascinating. And it was very well done, man. I really enjoyed this one. It's like an hour 45, hour 50 minutes, somewhere around there, but it speeds by, man. And again, I was really intrigued. I loved the drama. The acting was fantastic. This is one of those sort of dark horse musical biopics. If you like biopics, if you're into the musical biopic ones, a fascinating look into a very fascinating woman. Very well done, actually. Really like that a lot. Surprised by that one. And then they also have the DVD of the complete third season of The Crown for $24.99. Ah, Queen Elizabeth. Very nice. Oh, very interesting. Now, I gotta admit, I've never seen any of the Crown seasons. I never have. Now, I know they're on Netflix. I believe they're on Netflix, at least. I've been meaning to get into them because Queen Elizabeth, man, she is a fascinating icon. She is a very fascinating personality, and her life is just full of some really amazing moments in the history of the world that she's tied to. And I believe this series kind of explores that through different time periods, I believe. This time period, it says, is from 1964, 1977. Yeah, Winston Churchill, Prince Charles. Yeah, very interesting. There's a lot of very interesting time periods. Look like a lot of really great actors involved here as well, man. Especially Olivia Colman, man. Olivia Colman is really great. I remember seeing her in The Favorite, and she was awesome in the Favorite, man. So she's got to be really fantastic in this as well, man. She really does. I gotta admit, I kind of gotta watch the Crown stuff, because again, this woman is really fascinating individual, really is. And I believe the next season is already on Netflix, and I believe it covers some more ground of like Princess Diana and Margaret Thatcher, and I think it goes into some other really interesting territories of her life with other really powerful individuals. Really amazing, man. It looks cool. I just haven't had the time to watch it, but I think I might actually have to start. If you guys know much about The Crown, good, bad, intriguing, definitely let me know. It looks fascinating, and what a very interesting woman. And then we've got Antebellum, the Blu-ray combo for $19.99, the DVD for $14.99. Now, I was actually talking to the manager at Target here, and he was telling me that he saw Antebellum, and he was like, "Dude, that movie's fucked up." And I was like, "Yeah, man." He's like, and he even him and I both agreed. He's like, dude, I was watching the first half of the movie, and he said to me, he was like, "I don't know if I could have watched much more of it." Like, he's like, it's really hard to watch, and it's kind of disturbing, and man, it just really is. I mean, you can't take your eyes off the screen, but you want to because of just how awful the situation is. And I was thinking about, because I love horror. Horror films are amazing. Doesn't matter what time of year it is, horror films are always great. Now, the thing about it with horror, in a lot of ways, if you really think about it, is that there's a lot of really great horror out there, a lot of really great horror comedies, and some interesting PG-13 flicks. But there's also a lot of very controversial horror films out there. There's a lot of horror films out there that are not safe. They don't play it safe. And they are hard to watch. I was thinking of movies like Irreversible or Martyrs. I mean, Martyrs, oh my god, man. The first time I saw Martyrs, that fucked me up, man. I was not prepared for what I was about to watch with Martyrs. Or even something like The Human Centipede. I mean, not really the first one, because I didn't really think the first one was as crazy as everybody said it was, but the second one, that's hard to watch. That really is tough, man. But the thing about it is that horror doesn't always have to play it safe. And I think some of the ones out there that have not played it safe have been some of the more memorable ones. I mean, even think about back in the day when people watched the Texas Chainsaw Massacre or Cannibal Holocaust. I mean, when people watched those for the first time, I mean, they were like shocked by what they saw. They were shocked, they were disturbed, they didn't know what to think about what was going on. And I think some of the best horror out there is controversial, is harder to stomach, is hard to take, but I think no matter what genre it is, especially with horror, I think it has to challenge you. I think it has to challenge you. It has to take you to levels that you're not expecting, and to see how far your limit is. And as a horror fan, I've seen some really fucked up shit, man. I've seen some stomach churners. I really have. But I've always been proud to get through them, because whether it's like Faces of Death or stuff like that, you get through it, and then you're like, okay, I achieved something. I achieved a level of getting through this controversial film, and I've come out on the other end like a better horror lover and a better movie lover, having seen those films and given them a chance. Good or bad, I think those films still need to be seen and still need to be given a chance. I mean, you know what I mean? Am I wrong on that? I mean, definitely let me know, man. Is Antebellum as fucked up as movies like Martyrs or Human Centipede 2? No, not by a damn long shot. No way, man. But I think for a lot of people, especially looking at the history of America and seeing what certain people went through, this is really disturbing, and it really just hits you hard. It really hits you like a hammer, man. It really honestly does. But I think, like I said, some of those films are some of the best ones out there. They really honestly are, man. Definitely something worth giving a chance to, for sure, man. And then we've got, oh, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Hard Kill, the Blu-ray for $19.99. Of course, it's a new release. It's got to be here, but fuck, man, my life. Okay, I want to talk about Jesse Metcalf for a second, okay? Because Bruce Willis is Bruce Willis, dude. He's he's given up. Let's be real. Jesse Metcalf, I gotta give Jesse Metcalf a little bit of credit because he is trying in this movie, even though he's not doing such a hot job at it. But Jesse Metcalf is not an actor that I particularly like go out of my way to look for his work. I really don't go out of my way to do that, guys, to be fair with you. I mean, he's basically well known for Desperate Housewives. I mean, he basically played the guy that I think like Eva Longoria was sleeping with or something. He'd always like take off his shirt and be the pool boy, and I'm like, okay, dude. Like after like the 100th time of taking your shirt off, I get it. You got muscles and you're spraying yourself full of water, and she likes to have hot Latina sex with you. Okay, I get it. Okay, I'm never going to measure up as a man to you. Sure, okay, fine, cool. You know, but unfortunately, that kind of typecast him, because really, he was always playing like the pretty boy guy and never really got much chances. I mean, the other film that many people might know him from is actually a horror flick called John Tucker Must Die, which is not actually a bad horror flick. It's pretty decent, kind of sort of tongue-in-cheek, but it's not bad. But unfortunately, he sort of got typecast, and he's done a lot of like these romantic, heartwarming Christmas movies and a lot of that stuff, and I think he's kind of trying to get away from that, trying to do something different with his career, going a little bit more in the action spectacle. But dude, you're just a pretty boy, man. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean to the dude. He's a decent actor and he does try, but you're really never gonna measure up, man. You're really never gonna measure up, especially. I mean, okay, look, Bruce Willis sucks in this movie, okay, no doubt. But when you're trying to compare yourself as an action guy alongside a Bruce Willis, dude, you're gonna fail every single time, man. And there's just certain actors who can pull off being an action persona guy, like sometimes Ben Affleck can do it, or Matt Damon, and then there's people like Jesse Metcalf that is like the D-level action dude. I mean, as much as I don't like Steven Seagal anymore, and Jean-Claude Van Damme has definitely seen better days, they are still miles better than Jesse Metcalf, dude, clearly. Give him credit, he tries, but damn, is he failing? He's failing hard, man. Probably go back to being Eva Longoria's sexy lust. It's the thing that actually will probably continue to save your career. And we certainly cannot leave without showing more of the Christmas love that Target has over here. Jesus, man. God, more Christmas love, clearly. They got the animated Grinch movie, which actually is pretty decent. I do really like that movie. However, it does not hold a candle to the original animated movie, which is still fantastic to this day. I love that flick, man. And they do have the Only at Target holiday packaging as well for the Blu-ray. But this is still a holiday classic, man. And I got to admit that as far as modern day stuff, I said that Elf was one of the only ones, but honestly, I do think this has become a holiday classic too. The live action How the Grinch Stole Christmas. This is a really good film. Really, I remember seeing this in the movie theater and I thought it was really fun. I thought Jim Carrey did a great job. I thought the costume and everything of the Grinch was great. The makeup effects, really well done. To think that they could have pulled off a live action Grinch movie, I didn't think was possible. But they did, and it was really well done, man. I do consider this a holiday classic, or one of the more modern day ones. I do, not bad. They also have the original Christmas Specials collection, 5 holiday favorites, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Frosty the Snowman. By the way, all 3 of these are classics. They're amazing classics. I watched them when I was a kid. Amazing films, still hold up to this day. I love those, man. The other ones, they're not bad. Yeah, these are holiday classics, man. By far, still great to this day. Also, they have the Muppet Christmas Carol and a Very Merry Muppet Christmas movie. God, I have to admit, I love the Muppets. The Muppets are great. They're classic. They're awesome. God, I used to watch this stuff when I was a kid, man. All the sort of old school Muppet movies, so good, man. So really fantastic, man. I miss that stuff so much, man. Of course, why couldn't they have made a Very Merry Muppet Hanukkah movie? Yeah, my childhood was more Christmas movies than it was Hanukkah movies. But still, why not? Why? Whatever. And then they have Arthur Christmas, which I don't really consider Arthur Christmas a classic holiday movie or classic Christmas movie. I don't really consider that. Probably a good flick. I've never seen it, but probably good. The Star, Rise of the Guardians, which is actually a really good holiday film. It's actually not bad. A very different one than you're used to, but honestly really fun. That one's a really good one. Of course, Charlie Brown. Clearly, Charlie Brown is amazing. And Charlie Brown Christmas Tales. Of course, love these. Loved them growing up. The Peanuts, all the gang is really fantastic. Love that so much, man. Again, I was always waiting for a Charlie Brown Hanukkah. Sadly, that never came. Yeah, still waiting. Then they have the Ice Age Christmas special. They have a bunch of Ultimate Holiday Collection, which includes 9 stories from like Madagascar and Kung Fu Panda, Shrek, Trolls, all that jazz. Probably very interesting. Trolls Holiday. Okay, whatever the fuck that is. And then they have of course, the animated All I Want for Christmas Is You, that very classic Mariah Carey song, which most likely I'll be hearing throughout these next 2 months for probably 5,000 times. I'll be hearing it on the radio. Great. Just what I want. Yeah. Okay. Then they have a bunch of these sort of holiday ones. Some are Hallmark ones that I've seen before. Others are like holiday romance classics, or collections I should say, and a 2-film collection with more Dolly Parton Christmas goodness with Circle of Love and Coat of Many Colors. Oh man, more Dolly Parton holiday classic goodness. Just what I wanted. Yeah. Because when I think of Christmas, I think of Dolly Parton? Okay. A lot of holiday flicks. I keep on forgetting how many freaking Christmas stuff actually comes out this time of year. And there is a lot of Christmas flicks that come out. Like, way more than I could possibly ever imagine, man. Holy Lord. Well, Target definitely has your Christmas fix this year for sure, man. Wow. Wasn't expecting it this week. All right. Let's head out. Say Christmas bonanza. Wow. Oh my goodness. They do realize that it's only the first week of November, right? Well, I guess it's never too late to start early? Well, in Target's case, that's pretty much what they're going for. Wow, okay, man, they are like stacking the Christmas movies this time around. I mean, they are really going heavy on it, man. Wow, in fact, I was talking to the electronics manager, and he said to me, yeah, well, there's not really much physical media to really put out, so might as well put out the Christmas stuff like right away, right in front. So why the hell not? If you can sell it and get rid of it, why the hell not? So yeah, they are definitely prepared for Christmas in November in a big bad way, man. Wow. But not only did we see all those wonderful Christmas movies, but we saw the new releases. We saw some indie titles that we had not seen at the first location. Not bad overall. It definitely was not expecting the Christmas love, at least this soon, but might as well get it out of the way. Whew. Okay, well, now that we're all Christmasied up, and this has come from a Jewish guy, how about we head to the next location and see what goodies we can find? All right, everybody. We are at our third location, the second Walmart. We're going to go in and check if there's any interesting indie flicks worth checking out. If there is, I will bring them home and we will take a look at them. But before I do that, I want to talk about a trailer, actually really quickly, because it's just a teaser trailer, and that is the second teaser for Halloween Kills.
Kills. Yes. It's about a 30-second, 40-second teaser trailer. It ain't much, to be honest with you. But what we get is at least a little bit more new footage in there of Michael stalking people, Jamie Lee screaming for her life, the family terrorized. You know all that jazz, man. I, the footage looks good. Honestly, the footage looks great. I have no problem with the footage. I think it looks pretty decent, all things considered. I think, honestly, for me, to be fair, man, is that right now all we're getting is teasers. We're not getting a full trailer, but what I'm seeing is cool. You're seeing the burnt mask, you're seeing Michael Myers stalking people, you're seeing a lot of that stuff. It looks fine to me. It does. Look, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I was not a huge fan of the Halloween reimagining. I wasn't a fan. I mean, it's not terrible. I don't think it's a bad film, but I just thought it was just so and average at best compared to some of the other Halloween films that I think are much better. And I'm hoping that what this film does is that now we're sort of out of the way of introducing the characters again and getting through all the explanations, that now the next film we're just gonna dive in and we're gonna just start having the brutality and just start killing, man. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but that's my hope. I mean, Jamie Lee ended up describing this film as having a lot of the characters coming back to return. I guess the character of Tommy is coming back, the little girl that she was babysitting, the nurse, a whole bunch of people from that original movie are coming back in, or at least the characters are. So I am looking forward to that and seeing how that goes. Look, the Halloween franchise is very up and down, I would say. There's a lot of really great movies, and then there's a lot of not so great movies. Where is Halloween Kills gonna land, especially considering that this is the second film in a three-part series? I don't know, man. I mean, usually, if we go by trilogy rules, if we can consider this a trilogy, Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and then I believe Halloween Ends, if I'm not mistaken. Usually, if we go by trilogy rules here, the second film is the darkest of them all. So, what does that mean for Halloween Kills? Well, I don't really know, man, but I'm I'm looking forward to it. As a horror lover, as somebody who does love the character of Michael Myers, I hope they do the film proud, the character, and I hope they do Jamie Lee proud. I thought they did a pretty good job in Halloween 2018, and I hope that continues. So that's my hope. I mean, it's a 30-second, 40-second teaser, so it's not much, but at least we get a little bit of new footage, and hopefully down the road, well, more like next year, we'll probably get a full trailer. In the meantime, I guess we just got to deal with some quick teaser images. Hey, better than nothing. Definitely let me know what you guys think of that. In the meantime, well, I'm going to head into the second Walmart and see if there's anything worth checking out.
Alright guys, we are in at the second Walmart and I can't really film for very long because they're gonna come and really attack me, and you guys know that for sure. So I'm not gonna be filming for very long, but I just want to say that it's really truly empty in here. There's not much media to show off. The front, the side, yeah, it's pretty empty. But that doesn't mean we're going empty-handed, because I did find some really cool indie titles that they did have in stock here that we haven't seen anywhere else. So let's head home and let's check those out. And we are back at Film Fan 108 Central, baby. Now, yes, there was literally eyes upon me when I went into the second Walmart, guys. There was literally eyes all over me, all over the place, guys, and I truly do mean that, because there were two assistant managers that were following me around. There was one employee from the electronics department that was looking at me constantly, and God knows how many other people I probably didn't see. Yeah, this is the reality, guys. So, just so you know, just so you understand, that if you watched last week's video, I pretty much explained it, but if not, I'll put it out here right now. That what you're going to get from now on is I am going to find all of the indie titles that I can, usually that come from the second Walmart location that I usually go to, and I'm going to bring them back here and I am going to show them off to you guys. I wish I could show them off at the location itself, but unfortunately, that is now no longer an option whatsoever. Uh, they pretty much have told me that if they see me filming again, that I'm kicked out for good. So, as I've said before, guys, I'm not vandalizing. I'm not stealing. I'm not damaging property. I'm not filming other customers or employees whatsoever. I'm not doing prank videos. I'm not doing anything like that. All I'm doing is showing off the physical media, talking about it, telling you the prices, and then going from there. But apparently that has turned into a big old issue, and yeah. So instead of having all the hassle, I'm just going to do it here from now on. So expect that week in, week out. And I'm cool with it. I've done it before in the past. You guys seem to be cool with it in general. So, hey, man, as long as we're all on the same page, I'm still showing off the physical media. I still want to show you guys as much of the stuff that's out there as I possibly can. And I know you guys understand that. So, thank you guys for the honest support. And you know what? Let's get to checking out those really cool indie titles. Let's check out some indie physical media goodness, shall we? And the first thing I'm seeing is they got the Blu-ray DVD combo pack of Locust, Money, Lust, Greed. What a combo. Oh, look at that. Great. Locust. Very nice. I kind of like the cover. Looks very interesting, honestly. The hell's going on with that guy, man? He's like tied up? What? The hell's going on with this? Second. Uh, Ryan Black must return to his hometown of Serenity Crossing for the funeral of his abusive alcoholic father. He hopes to convince his brother Tyson to leave the rundown town for brighter horizons while he is there. Unfortunately, Ryan's father owed money to the town's deranged drug lord. Okay. In a bid to get his money, Ryan seeks help from his ex-girlfriend Lizzie, a tough single mother and stripper, to help him negotiate with McCree's goons and free his brother before it is too late. What? What? What the hell? Okay, so he's going to a funeral for his abusive father, wanting his brother to get out from under this terrible town. His brother gets kidnapped by a drug lord. The drug lord wants money. He's got to find help from his ex-girlfriend, who's the stripper. And what? Jesus, man, this got complicated really fucking quickly. Holy shit. My God, man, this got complicated real fast. God damn. Man, like a lot of twists and turns in this fucker. Jeez. Okay, it kind of sounds interesting, I'm not gonna lie, but man, like just a simple funeral turns into one crazy and wacky situation. God damn. Shit. Just go to the funeral and get the fuck out of town, man. Shit, dealing with your ex stripper girlfriend, crazy drug lords, fucking ransom. God damn, man. Why can't anything just be easy anymore? Shit. Oh, looks interesting. Boy, I wouldn't want to be in that guy's shoes. That's for damn sure. Fuck. Then I'm seeing over here, they got the Blu-ray DVD combo pack of Little Kingdom. Some people just want the world to burn. Wait a minute. I think we've heard that quote before, haven't we? Ah, yes. Good old Alfred from The Dark Knight. Wait a minute. You're stealing Alfred's line? Come on, man. Go. I don't know. You stealing from Dark Knight? We have to a bad start, brother. He's already stealing shit, man. Interesting. Looks like an interesting sort of war film, kind of, on the cover of it. I don't know. Let's see here. Jack is a soldier during World War II. Yep, it is a war movie. Who deserts his unit. When he returns home, he finds his wife, Eva, has moved to an isolated village in the mountains to work in a factory. Unbeknownst to her, the factory is a cruel man named Barr. So the secret police are looking for Jack and the two. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like, escaping during sort of the World War II stuff with like the Nazis and the soldier who doesn't want to be known and wanting to end up actually sort of like being with the love of his life, and it's kind of complicated because he's sort of found out and he's got to escape with her. Okay, it's interesting. There's plenty of movies like that, and I have said before I do like a good war movie, a good sort of World War II tale. This isn't exactly a war film to the way war films usually are. It's more of like a sort of World War II romance drama. I would say something like that. I mean, the cover's pretty cool. I like the cover. Interesting synopsis. It could go either way. There is some really good war romance films, I will admit. Not many, but there is some. Little Kingdom might be worth it. Possibly. Then the next thing I'm seeing is they have the Blu-ray DVD combo of The Project. There's no escape. I really like that cover, man. I really do. Look at that. She's looking over. There's like a creepy hand coming in. I love it, man. That's a nice cover, man. I do. I don't know. It's simple, but hell, I like it. What is this one about? Ooh, guns and looks like sex, murder. Let's find out. After supposedly witnessing a drug deal, Melanie Dawson is kidnapped by a ruthless, rage-filled man named Jason and his brother Devin. Melody is locked in the basement where she can hear the conversations between Dawson. Oh, okay. Huh. So is she like going crazy? She's like a double of herself. So is she going nuts, or is there like a secret twin that nobody knows about? And like, so it's kind of like that movie Ransom with like a twist to it. Like her father's sort of wealthy, so they want the ransom, but they don't quite know what to do with her, and they're sort of fighting with one another, and she's trying to play them at the same time, possibly. But then she's seeing double of herself, so she's kind of going nuts also. So she's kind of really slowly going crazy and out of her mind. So it's kind of like a mixture of maybe like Panic Room or and Ransom. Maybe. I like the synopsis. Like you really don't know whether it's in her mind or whether like it's really happening. Huh. Kind of interesting. The Project. Doesn't look bad, honestly. It doesn't. Looks pretty interesting. Kind of intrigued by that one. And then the one over here I'm seeing is the Blu-ray DVD combo of The Last Train. Ah, very nice. Lives can change with one ride. Oh, I love that. Look at that with the flames. And wait a second, is that? Oh, that's Lou Diamond, baby. It's Lou Diamond Phillips. Yeah, look at that. Very nice. Lou Diamond. God, I hadn't seen Lou Diamond in a while, man. Shit. Glad to see him getting more work. The Last Train. Wonder what this is about. Two strangers meet at a New York subway station as both are contemplating jumping in front of the train. Okay. Since they both can't jump at once. Wait a minute, why can't they jump at once? What's I don't understand. Like, I don't know, it's just why not? I mean, you'd both die instantly, so I don't get what the dilemma is, but whatever, okay. trying to work through their dilemma. Rain is a stripper who has no friends or family. The car accident doesn't want to carry on. Oh, so they have this sort of friendship kind of relationship going on? The guy I can understand. Like the guy lost his son and he's got nothing, feels like he has nothing to live for, but her, she doesn't have any family and friends and that's why she wants to kill herself? Really? I okay. I guess. I mean, what the fuck, man? I mean, like that's your reason for committing suicide is you have no friends and family. Well, look, you are a stripper. Okay, it's not like you're making friends at the strip club very easily, man. It's the other girls are wanting money, it's competitive. You're working at night, so you can't really make friends during the daytime. And most of your clientele are not wanting to have a latte with you. They want to see your snatch. I mean, so come on, man. I mean, think about it. Okay. I mean, if you're worried about friends and family, find a new line of work, lady. Literally, find a new line of work. I mean, I'm glad she doesn't jump. I'm glad she actually maybe wants to live and maybe grow a friendship relationship with this person that I guess was gonna commit suicide as well. So kind of there's a budding relationship there, but I think he's much more justified than she is. I mean, seriously, man. And where the hell does Lou Diamond come into this? Is he like the owner of the strip club? Is he like her pimp? An ex-boyfriend? I mean, who the hell is this guy? Okay, I mean it's interesting. It seems interesting. I don't know how good it's gonna be, but I mean, I guess it just means that if I don't want any friends or anything, I guess stripper is the way to go. I'll make a lot of money, but well, I guess I'll lose out on all my friends. Hell, I'll still have the money. And on to more physical media goodness with Woman in the Woods. Look at this. Oh, that's interesting. Almost, she kind of looks like a young Bai Ling or something. Sure, I know she's not Bai Ling, kind of looks like it. With that really badass gorilla in the background that would probably toss her around like a sack of potatoes or something. Like, seriously. Okay. What what the hell? What is that? It's like huge gigantic giants and got a volcano and what the hell is this? The fuck is this movie? Fable becomes reality when Jason returns to his father's homeland of the Philippines after his passing and investigates the stories he grew up hearing. Jason wants to honor his father's memory. When the woods asked Jason to aid her in her quest. So it's a mythical adventure for him that's going to change his life when he goes to the Philippines. So in the Philippines, we've got weird giants and erupting volcanoes and God knows what else. You know what? I'm never going to the Philippines. Fuck it. I'm never doing it. Fuck it. Nope. Nah, not gonna happen now, man. God damn it, man. You know, even if I go to the Philippines, okay, I'm gonna stay at the resort. Okay, man, I'm just gonna sip my Mai Tai. I'm just gonna fucking relax. Even if I go, because I'm not, no. Fucking giants and shit. This is why I don't have a passport. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, man. I'm not dealing with this crazy shit. I'll stay at home, man. I'll be one boring motherfucker, man. Not mythical adventure. It kind of sounds like, actually, if I was gonna say, kind of sounds like Congo meets Jason and the Argonauts or some shit. Like really, it just seems such like a bizarre Like you're in the Philippines, which is real life, but then it kind of turns into this sort of really fable with weird giants and God knows what else. What the fuck is this? It's so weird, man. I don't know about this one, man. I mean, it could be kind of cool, but honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's probably gonna be really cheap, like really, really cheap, man. I don't know about Woman in the Woods, dude, but if that shit is in the Philippines, consider my ass never visiting the Philippines ever. No offense to people who live in the Philippines, but y'all can keep that shit, okay? Then the next thing I'm seeing is No Escape. Oh, look at that. Lady, you might want to pound on the glass a little bit more because if you don't, man, your ass is dead. Because it isn't a game anymore. Oh, I do like the cover, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I do like that cover. Not bad. Hmm. A social media star travels with his friends to Moscow to experience an escape room. Their promise will be unlike any other they've encountered. What starts out as an exciting adventure quickly turns into a dangerous nightmare as they discover escaping the maze is a matter of life or death. Give me a god damn it, social media star. Y'all, you know what? Good. Go ahead. Go ahead. All you social media stars out there, all you TikTokers and Instagram motherfuckers, go out and do some crazy shit, man. It reminds me of like all these motherfuckers doing like the cinnamon challenge or licking toilet seats or all that shit. Go ahead. Come on, go ahead, man. Do stupid shit, man. God damn, you fucking idiots. Damn, oh wow, we're doing an escape room and it's really tough to get out of the escape room and it's life or death. Well, no shit, that's why it's called an escape room, motherfucker. Good lord, man, that's why it's called that. Are you kidding me? Jeez, man. Oh, God. They want all the social media presence. They want to be the best and get the most hits and get the most likes and the most views. Well, motherfucker, there you go. Now your ass is trapped. What you fucking gonna do about it? Man, I see a movie like this. I see these stupid motherfuckers doing this stuff, and I just think to myself, I'm like, you know what, man? I wish this shit was real. I do, man. That might be a bad thing to say, but truly, man, doing these crazy challenges and shit, and it's like, yeah, why not, man? Why not do something that you think is gonna get, so many hits and clicks and likes and subscribers, and your ass is dead because of it. The movie kind of reminds me of Escape Room, and I did actually like Escape Room. Escape Room wasn't bad. I thought I was going to hate that movie, but actually I really enjoyed it. This movie sounds a lot like Escape Room, but probably a little bit more annoying and not nearly as clever, and probably very annoying characters. Well, I just hope they die quick. And when I mean die, I really hope die. Yeah. Hopefully no escape for those guys. And speaking of scary situations, let's scare Julie? I like that cover. Huh. Sometimes a prank comes back to kill you. Ah, yeah, sometimes it does. That's why it pays for all you youngins out there. Never prank somebody because yeah, that can come back to bite you in the ass, man. It come back to bite you in the ass. Just say it. Just give me a little bit of advice. You know what I'm saying, man? What's it about? Everyone loves a good scare. But when a group of teen girls sets out to frighten their reclusive new neighbor, what seems like a simple prank goes horribly wrong. And not all of them will make it home. And Let's Scare Julie. In one uninterrupted, terrifying take, look, man, these girls are gonna get what they deserve. Okay, you know what? Maybe it's the cynic in me. And I've watched a lot of horror movies, dude. I love horror, and I've watched a lot of horror movies in my day, man. Way too many to count. And back when I was younger, I would see these sort of teen stupid girls in these horror flicks, and I'd always be like, well, I mean, I don't want to see them die, I mean, and now I sort of look at them and I'm like, and okay, you might have great tits, but I mean, you kind of deserve to die. I mean, you know, did you split your brain in both of your boobs? Like what? Like seriously? I mean, what about this situation made any sense? You're gonna prank and then it goes horribly wrong. Wow, I didn't see that one coming. Oh man, it could be good though because I like the idea of something going terribly wrong for them. It kind of reminds me of like almost like a modern day take of something like Carrie where a prank goes wrong and suddenly like just out for blood, or even there's like some Lucio Fulci films that are like that as well, but those are clever films, man. Those are clever stuff. This seems like it's taken from a lot of really great work. Now will it be good? Well, that's another question. I mean, like I said, I don't mind stupid teen girls doing stupid stuff and dying, but they gotta be interesting characters. They gotta be, man. Because if they're not engaging characters, if they're not likable, then I could honestly give two shits, man. I mean, really. The cover's really cool, and I hope it's a good film. Not holding my breath though, and it does say it's filmed in one uninterrupted, terrifying take. Now, I don't know if I can fully believe that because I've heard a lot of movies in the past say, "Oh, we did it in one take," and more than likely, what they did was kind of split it up, but ended up doing it in a clever way where you don't notice. I don't know whether this is that, or whether they actually did do one whole take, but I'm assuming they didn't, man, because that would take a lot of planning to do one continuous take. You would have to plan like wardrobe changes. You would have to plan, the settings and everything in advance, and the actors would need to be on their game, like immediately, every single moment, not miss a beat to do one continuous take. That's not easy to do, man. There was a movie with Elizabeth Olsen, one of the first main movies she ever did. I think it was like Silent House or something like that, where they said, "Oh, it was like one continuous take." And I had a friend who used to work with me who was like, "Dude, that's not one continuous take. Like you can see where they cut." And so it's a clever idea, but I don't think they pulled it off like that, man. Could be interesting, could be a little cool, terrifying tale, but I think these teen girls kind of deserve what they get. Just saying. Hmm. And then the last thing is, God damn, another fucking Amityville movie? Really? Shit, man. God damn it. Man, they like fucking reproduce like bunnies. Fuck. A century ago, evil came to Amityville and never left. I mean, is it like a vampire? Does Amityville have vampires now? Like what the fuck is this? The Amityville Harvest. Oh fuck, what is this? They're in his house, but he's in their minds. In this intense horror tale, a visit to a crumbling mansion becomes a journey into sheer terror. While staying in an aging manor to research its liquor smuggling history, Christina and her documentary video team interview their spooky host Vincent, but no one can capture his image or voice on video. Amityville's Deadly Harvest. Oh, fuck. God damn it. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. I don't care what y'all say. This movie looks like one hell of a turd burger. It looks like a mega turd burger just waiting to be cooked, baby. God damn, man. Shit. I am so sick and tired of all of these knockoff Amityville movies. I seriously am. At this point, swear to God, I don't even know how many Amityville movies there are. I really don't. Last time I counted, I think there was like, I think I counted like maybe 9 or 10. But it could be way more than that, man. I mean, truth be told, this might not be a true Amityville movie, but it's called the Amityville Harvest. So they're taking the Amityville name just so that you're like, oh, Amityville, yeah, that movie, I remember that. Oh, another one? Oh shit, like no. I mean, it's got the house kind of, but it's not really the house either. They sort of take elements from Amityville, right? Well, there's the creepy house, and there's the creepy things going on in the house, and you're being, sort of possessed by something, et cetera, et cetera. Taking the elements of Amityville and putting it in the movie, and then calling it Amityville something or other. That's all it is, man. Fuck. He's cheap knockoff piece of shit. God damn it, man. I have literally, I mean, one of you have to tell me how many movies there are that literally have the Amityville title in it. Not that they're Amityville movies, but how many ones are actually movies that have the Amityville in the title? Because I want to know, man, because it seems like every few months we're getting another Amityville movie, the Amityville Reckoning, or the Amityville Harvest here, or the Amityville Pooper Scooper. I mean, I don't know what the fuck it is, man. Jesus, it's like I don't know what we're gonna get next. Good, oh my god, man. I can't. I mean, I watched the first, dare I say, few Amityville movies, and then I watched a little bit of maybe like 4, 5, and 6, but it wasn't like much. I watched a little bit here and there, but I just couldn't, man. I can't. Like literally, it's the same thing with Children of the Corn and some other franchises. Like they just continue, and at a certain point, you're like, just stop. It's embarrassing, man. The Amityville Harvest. This look like a piece of shit. Okay, really. I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong? I want you guys to know. Am I wrong? I guarantee you, I'm not. Guarantee it, man. God damn. Stupid people doing stupid stuff in horror movies. Hmm. I can smell a theme. Well, not Woman in the Wood. That's just fucking weird. But whatever, man. Some interesting physical media goodness this time around at the second Walmart. I got to admit, when it comes to indie titles, man, we always see some really bizarre shit. Not bad this week, dare I say. Not bad at all. Let's see here. Kidnappings, suicides turning into relationships, weird escape rooms, the Philippines gone fable, and did we really need more fucking Amityville in our lives? No, we didn't. Oh, good lord, guys. So, yes, some really interesting indie flicks this time around at the second Walmart, man. So, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed me diving in and talking about these releases, man. Now, mind you, again, this is going to be an every week thing as long as there is indie titles to show off at the second Walmart. I am going to do it. Look, guys, at the end of the day, whether I like these releases or not, whether I praise them or I hate on them, I still want to show you guys all of the media and all of the releases that are out in stores as I possibly can. And so, if it takes me having to buy these releases, coming home, showing you them, and then bringing them back, then that's what I'm going to do. Because I do this for you guys. And that's what I do it for. At the end of the day, yeah, I love talking about the movies and I love entertaining myself and entertaining you. But you guys are what make this channel possible. You really are. Watching the videos and commenting and diving into physical media, you guys make it worthwhile for me to do these videos. So I want to go out of my way to do the best I can for you guys. And so that's what I'm going to do week in and week out. So if that's what it's going to take, that's what I'm going to do. So expect this every single week. Again, I'd rather be filming in the store, but as we now know, that is not a possibility. Done. Not gonna happen, guys. But again, if I can do my due diligence and still show off the physical media, then that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this wonderful dive into indie weirdness as usual. And trust me, there's gonna be so much more to see at the next location. So let's check out some more physical media goodness, shall we?
All right, everybody, we are at our fourth and final location, and it got dark pretty damn fast. It's called winter season, and unfortunately, the light don't last very long anymore, man. Kind of wish it did. But regardless, we're going into one last place, and I am always anticipating going in here. Yes, you guys guessed it. The Beast Best Buy, baby. We are going in here. Look, this has been actually a surprisingly pretty decent week for physical media, man. A lot of really cool indie stuff that I've been checking out. A lot of the cool new releases, some surprises, a lot of Christmas stuff. I don't know what Best Buy is going to have, but Best Buy always has some cool surprises, all the new releases, and some really interesting exclusives. And I think this time will definitely be no different. Let's hope we get some good physical media. Let's head in and check it out. All right, everybody, we are in at Best Buy, and looks like there's actually some stuff worth showing off here, just a little bit. And the first thing I'm seeing, and oh, I have to show it off first. Look at this beauty. I was hoping we would see it, and damn glad that we are. And that is none other than the 4K Ultra HD digital Game of Thrones The Complete Collection for $209.99. 210 bucks, baby, for this massive set, man. Let's see if I can get this out of here. Whoa, look at this. I really love the artwork, man. I love the dragon there with his mouth open and the teeth. That's really cool. That's a great cover, man. Side there. Other side here. Check out the back. Oh, nice. Very cool. Game of Thrones. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. If I was a huge fan of this show, I would probably be very wet right now. I'd be like, oh, this is making me wet, baby. I know that when the final season came out, they came out with that collection set on Blu-ray, but if you've been waiting for the 4K, then this looks absolutely amazing, man. Really, really does. And it's going to look probably amazing on 4K. Let's be real. It's probably going to look stunning, man. Really, honestly will. Now, look, honestly, guys, I think I've told you this, guys, before, but I watched the first season. Somebody ended up letting me borrow their season 1 DVD, and then I watched it, and it was good. I liked it. I thought it was a pretty decent show. And then, you know, I was kind of getting attached to characters, right? I got attached to a bunch of characters, and then suddenly, like, they're all dead, man. They're like all dead. They've been killed off, and suddenly all that's left are like these really evil people, scumbags, kings and queens that are, fucking their brothers and sisters. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, man, these are the people that are left? Fuck, man. I don't know if I want to deal with this. And then I was asking Bob, I said, dude, is there any real likable people? He said there's kind of, but like, I know you really hate Joffrey, and I do, man. Like, from the first season, Joffrey, man, I fucking hate that guy. He said, yeah, he's even more despicable in the second season. I'm like, dude, I can't, man. I'm out. Like I just couldn't deal with it. And I'd never read the books or anything. Now that the series is all done, maybe I'll go and watch it, from second season on and give it a chance. Because everybody says it's amazing. But I've also heard a lot of people that say, well, look, it was good, and then it went down the rails towards the last, couple of seasons, and it's just not what it was. It kind of flounders at the end. So is Game of Thrones worth getting into, or was I right to sort of end at the first season? Things like the dragons and the sort of cool fantasy elements are something I really love, man. It reminds me of things like Neverending Story and Willow and stuff like that, man. But
I don't know, man. I've heard some really things about some of these characters and despicable and evil, and you just want to hate every single one of them. And dude, I want to like somebody in a show, man. I don't want everybody to be scumbags. I mean, but maybe it is worth it. I've heard nothing but good things for most people. There's a section of people that are like, hey, this sucks. But it's a small section of people, so I don't know, man. I mean, definitely let me know what you guys think of Game of Thrones, but honestly, this is a beautiful set. Even though I haven't really watched much of it and don't really care to for the most part, I gotta admit, when something looks good, it looks good. And Game of Thrones, the complete 4K collection, looks fucking phenomenal, man. And a lot of special features, too. And some really great stuff here. Yeah, man, this is amazing, dude. Honestly, this is really, really beautiful, man. Really, honestly is. I'm surprised to see this here because I would think any Game of Thrones lover would like buy this immediately. But for $210, actually that's not bad. With all the seasons you get and the special features all in 4K quality, $210 seems like a lot, but probably not. But I will admit, guys, maybe hold off on this. And the reason why I say that is because I did see the Best Buy ad for Black Friday, and I know that this was in the ad. It didn't outright say the price, but I know it was in the ad. So I don't know if it's going to be lower on Black Friday or not. But if you guys were thinking maybe to see a lower price, maybe it might be lower on Amazon. Who knows? But if you don't want to wait, you're looking for some really sleazy Game of Thrones goodness, 4K quality probably be the way to go. And then I'm seeing a little bit of Steelbook love with an exclusive Best Buy Steelbook 4K, I should say. And that is for Kick-Ass, baby, for $19.99. Look at this. This is a nice steel, man. This is really nice. Look at that, dude. That's really cool. I like that. On the back. Awesome. And it actually comes with sort of, it's a steelbook, but it comes with like a clear slip on it as well, which is really nice. There's only a few that I've ever seen that have that. They're always very unique, man. This looks pretty cool, honestly. I like the art on this. Not bad. Pretty, well, kick-ass. I know, I had to do it, guys. Look, this movie is absolutely phenomenal. Really, it is, man. I remember seeing this in the movie theaters with Bob, and we had a ball with this movie. You know, we're fans of comic book movies. We love the comic book genre. We love the action genre. And this just looked like sort of a great tribute to comic book action movies, but also like sort of like twisting it in its own unique way. And it really did, man. It was awesome, man. I mean, it was really the first time that I ever dealt with Hit Girl and Big Daddy and that whole world. And it was funny. It was action-packed. It was fun to watch. The characters were vibrant and hilarious. And I just thought it was a really great blend of action, comic book tropes, good old-fashioned fun, and a little bit of tongue-in-cheek humor. And it really was great, man. It really did. And it was incredibly popular. People really love this movie. And I can see why, man. Nick Cage is awesome here. Nick Cage is awesome, and so is Chloe Moretz. She is great, man. Like I said, it's the first time I ever really experienced her on screen, and I was like, oh my god, this chick, my god, she's just wailing on people, man. She's wailing, she's fucking the blood and gore, she's killing these motherfuckers, man. My god. I'm like, and this little girl? What the hell? I was loving it, man. I was, and still love it to this day, man. Now, of course, they made Kick-Ass 2, which I know some people really like Kick-Ass 2, but I gotta be real with you guys. I was never a fan of Kick-Ass 2. It's not that it's a bad movie, but I kind of felt like it felt like they had a lot to live up to from the first one, and it never felt like they actually made something that felt like a great companion to the first one. It always felt like kind of like weak sauce compared to this flick. Sometimes there's certain movies where you only need one film and you really say it all, and Kick-Ass is one of those films, man. It really is. The second film was a little bit watered down, but regardless, we'll still always have the first film, and this thing is awesome, dude. It's fantastic. I love this flick. I really do, man. Let me know what you guys think of this. It probably would look good in 4K quality, I would imagine. Probably would. And decent amount of special features as well. Audio commentary, featurettes. Not bad, man. Great flick, man. Really, really awesome flick. Definitely, if you guys have not seen this and love comic book films, what are you waiting for? Definitely dive into this one. On to Antebellum. The Blu-ray DVD digital for $19.99. The 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital for $27.99. Now, when it comes to horror, African American horror is not really represented all that well, really. I mean, if you truly think about it, it's actually not. I mean, nowadays it is a little bit more. You see stuff like Get Out and Us, which is really fantastic, really great horror flicks, amazing stuff out there, really great social commentary to it. And that's now, though. I mean, when you look in the past, there is really slim pickings here. I mean, you have movies like Blackula and Blackenstein, which are, I think, are really cool, fun flicks, but they're not exactly the most horrific horror movies you ever seen in your life, man. I mean, you also have a great horror flick like Bones with Snoop Dogg in it, which, again, I actually think is really fun, but, you know, not exactly, you know, the most horrific social commentary horror flick of all time. But there is other ones. I mean, you do have Candyman and its sequels, which are really great. And actually, Candyman has really great social commentary to it, and still to this day, fantastic horror flick. You also have a really great movie from, I believe, like 1990 called Death by Temptation, which is a really great one, where this sort of African-American, like, vampire succubus is going after these guys, and it's like this guy who's going into the priesthood that has to sort of battle her, which is really great. There's some cool commentary, social commentary in there, but this is a really great flick, man. That's a really good one. I even think a movie like The People Under the Stairs, like that Wes Craven flick, can kind of be considered that, because there's these African-American characters who are trying to survive all this craziness that's going on in this house. I think that's really well done. I'll also even say the original Night of the Living Dead. Even though there's one black character in there, it's got amazing social commentary. And what happens to that character at the end of the movie is like a gut punch, man. It says so much about horror, but society at the same time. And in a lot of horror movies, we've treated the black characters... Truth be told, we treated the black characters kind of like, well, they're the first ones to die in the horror flick. Oh, the token black guy. And I think we're kind of rounding a turn in horror a little bit, with at least being a little bit better to the African-American characters and maybe giving them a better voice in horror films. I think people like Jordan Peele have really put themselves out there and have really done a great job in that. I will also say one other film that I really love that is a really great movie for sort of African Americans as far as horror is concerned is Tales from the Hood. I've always said how much I love Tales from the Hood, and that's a really great movie. It has a lot to say about the world, and just, it's a great horror anthology in general. So there is some really good ones out there as far as African American horror is concerned, but again, like, it's not as much as it really should be, and I think those times are changing. I think movies like Antebellum and Get Out and Us are really sort of starting to take the reins with African American horror, and I think going forward, I'd love to see where it goes next, man. I mean, if it's like Antebellum, it's hard-hitting, it's brutal, it has a lot to say about the world and society, and the sort of world we're living in now. This movie is incredibly relevant. It's a really fantastic movie. I mean, mind you, it was supposed to go to movie theaters, but it was another victim of the coronavirus, unfortunately. Would it have done well in the movie theaters? I don't know, man. It's really tough to say because again, the trailers were so weird and kind of off, and you didn't quite know what was going on. That I don't know whether or not it would have gained traction in the movie theaters. Maybe this is one of those movies that really is going to find its audience over time. I kind of feel like, but it's a really great flick, definitely worth checking out, and it even has a really great twist that kind of reminds me of M. Night Shyamalan, but done much better. That's all I'll say. Very good one, man. Not bad at all. And a nice like making of documentary, deleted scenes, clues. Not bad. It is a really great flick, man. And again, I just can't wait to see where African American horror goes next, because I think there is some really great stuff there, but there always could be more. And I think this definitely is starting to open the door for it. Not bad, man. Definitely give Antebellum a look. I'll put it this way. Pretty interesting. And then I'm seeing they have this 4K HD Blu-ray digital only at Best Buy exclusive steelbook of The Grinch Who Stole Christmas for $22.99. This is new. I don't think I've seen this one yet before. This is nice. I like that. With the Grinch's hand there and the ball. Huh. That's really nice. Very interesting. Huh. Some good steelbook love for The Grinch. Oh, man. Like I said, man, this is a really great movie. They pulled it off. The live action is fantastic. And Jim Carrey. Man, Jim Carrey is great. Do you remember there was a time long ago when Jim Carrey could do no wrong, man? I mean, literally no wrong. Everything he did was fantastic. Ace Ventura and Batman Forever, The Cable Guy, Grinch, Dumb and Dumber. I mean, he was just on a goddamn roll, man. He was one of the best, man. He still is, but that like long run is like one of the best ever, man. He's still great, but from back in the day, I don't know, man. But it is definitely a Christmas classic. I will put it that way. Not bad. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, 20th anniversary. God damn, I'm getting old, man. Hell, I saw this in the movie theater. Shit. They got that. They also have... Okay, so they got... I've seen this before. The 30th anniversary of Die Hard, right? Okay, cool. Whatever. I am going to court controversy right now. I'm going to court it. I don't care. Okay? Dude, I am sorry. I'm going to piss a lot of you guys off. I know I am. I think you guys might know what I'm going to say. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. Okay? I'm going to lay it out there flat. I love the movie. Movie's fucking classic. The action is great. Characters are awesome. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Like Hans Gruber. Fantastic. Movie's awesome. But it's not a Christmas movie. I don't care what anybody says. I do not consider this thing a Christmas movie. Yes, it's on sort of Christmas Eve, but it's just sort of accidental. It's not really meant to be a part of the movie. And it really isn't. It's sort of just accidentally there as sort of a backdrop for sort of, you know, people getting together and being in this place. I just don't consider it like the main theme of the movie. I just don't really do it. I mean, I know, dude, there is literally every single year, it seems like there's always some sort of argument or some sort of discussion that everybody has, whether Die Hard is a Christmas movie or not. And I know I'm courting controversy, dude. I'm courting big time controversy saying this is not a Christmas movie. Dude, bring it on, man. I'm serious. Look, I respect you guys. You know I do. You know I love each and every one of you, man, like family. But this may divide us, dude. This may divide us, man. Just saying. I wanted to point it out. Since we've seen so much Christmas stuff this week, I had to at least talk about Die Hard. Come on. It's not really a Christmas movie. Sorry, guys. Just being real with you. Other than that, some not bad stuff so far. Antebellum, some cool steelbook love. Game of Thrones. Not bad so far, man. Interested to see what else we'll find. And then over on this new release side, I'm seeing all these steelbooks, man. Holy shit. Look at these, all massive steelbooks over here, man. Like they got like Equalizer 2, Ghost in the Shell, Men in Black International, Midway, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Spider-Man Homecoming. Holy shit, Spider-Man Far From Home, which by the way, this steelbook completely sold out. So this is now back in stock here, and actually really, man, that's filled up. Holy shit. Oh, that's back. And speaking of another thing that sold out, look at this, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, man. I know this one sold out as well. This steelbook did too. Holy shit. That's back. Also, the Venom one over here, that's awesome, man. And I believe this one sold out as well. So this is back here at Best Buy. And then they even have the Knives Out steelbook for $34.99. Now, I remember when this came out on the same week as the regular release, and it completely sold out. I never saw it at Best Buy at all. This is the first time I'm ever seeing the Knives Out steelbook here. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that. I love that. Hell, any of them could have done it. Great. Oh, this is such a great movie, man. Look at that. It's kind of got a clear slip over it with the steel. Oh, that's nice. Oh, this looks cool. Almost like a book or something. Oh, this is great. Oh, man. I didn't see it the last time. This is awesome, dude. This is really great seeing the Knives Out steelbook. And for $34.99, it's a little bit pricey, but I gotta admit, man, I hadn't seen it before, and it's actually decent stock. I think they actually are putting these all up here because I think they're actually supposed to have these on sale during Black Friday, I think. I think they're supposed to. I kind of want the steelbook, I really do, but I don't know if I may find it for a better price on Black Friday. So I'm gonna take a wild chance, and I'm gonna stop and hold myself to not buying it. I'm probably screwing myself over, but I think I may get a better deal on Black Friday. I think. I'm not entirely positive, but I'm kind of hoping it. But actually, really amazing, actually, for all you steelbook lovers out there. I mean, this was sold out, I know that. Venom was, Into the Spider-Verse, Far From Home. I believe this one might have been as well. So there was a few of these steals that actually were completely sold out, and now they're back in stock. I know some people missed out on it and was going to pay like huge prices on eBay, but why do that now if like they're here? That's pretty cool, man. I mean, a little bit high price, but if you're a steelbook lover and love the movie, oh, why the hell not, man? And that's really cool seeing the Knives Out steelbook. Oh, that's awesome. I was not expecting that, man. Wow, a lot of steelbook love this time around. Holy shit. Awesome, man. Very cool. Huh. Pretty nice. Okay. Wasn't expecting all the steelbook love, but glad to see it. All you steelbook lovers out there. Let's see what else they got. And then over on this side of Best Buy, I am seeing they have the second season of Mayans for $19.99. Now, I know this came out this week as well, I believe. And I believe I told you when the first season came out, I never actually have known much about it. I know it's pretty much like a badass biker show, pretty much. I mean, I think if I'm not mistaken, it's actually a spin-off of Sons of Anarchy? I'm almost positive of that, but I'm not mistaken. I really only ever watched a few episodes of Sons of Anarchy. I mean, what I watched wasn't half bad. See, with me not having cable and everything, like, shows like Sons of Anarchy kind of passed me by a little bit. So I never really got into it like some people did, but I heard it was a really great show. There was a lot of great drama and everything. I'm like, really? People just on bikes? And like it's kind of like a gang rivalry thing. It's like, it's really good? And they're like, yeah, it was really great. And I'm like, okay. I don't know. Should I get into Sons of Anarchy? Or should I get into Mayans? I don't know, man. I mean, I like the cover art. The cover art's really cool, man. But I don't know, like, biker gang drama? Is it really worth it? I don't know, I mean, definitely let me know. Kind of looks unique, though. And then, oh baby, we're seeing again the Rambo Steelbook collection. Oh man. Oh, so good. God. You know, I'm not gonna lie, guys, last week, like I was really considering buying this. I really was. Like this thing looks so cool. It really does, man. It's like just a great mantelpiece on your collection shelves. Like, dude, it's awesome, man. And I've seen some pictures of the steelbooks, and they look fucking gorgeous, man. They look amazing. God, they look so cool. Oh man. See, like I said last week, I like the movies, but I don't love them enough to buy this. But if it went down in price, like seriously, it's $94.99. But if it were to go down in price, man, I got willpower, but I don't know how much willpower I got. This set looks gorgeous, man. And anybody who gets it, who loves Rambo, this is probably a must buy, man. Amazing, dude. Absolutely amazing. And speaking of amazing, the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital of V for Vendetta for $24.99. And then, look at this. $29.99. The 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital collectible Best Buy Steelbook. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at this. Oh, this looks so nice. Or as I would say, it looks tasty. Oh, tasty indeed. Oh, look at that. The artwork on here is awesome. Look at that. Now look at this. Different. Clearly, I like both, but this one I love, man. This is amazing. Fantastic. Holy shit. Oh, that is sweet. Oh my god. And the movie, guys, I love V for Vendetta. V for Vendetta is amazing. I watched this in the movie theater, and I had seen the trailer, and I really liked the trailer, but I didn't quite know what I was expecting. And I just love this action, thriller, political riot, revolt movie that really says a lot about society and says a lot about government and says a lot about us as human beings and the human spirit. And it has so much to say, man, and it's so amazingly well done, dude. It really is. It's such an amazing film to watch, man. I mean, remember the 5th of November. It really is. Natalie Portman is amazing here. She is absolutely fantastic. But you know who's even better than her? Hugo motherfucking Weaving. And the weird thing about it, this guy is wearing a Guy Fawkes mask the whole entire fucking movie. And the emotion that you get out of him, the acting, is awesome. Like, you're thinking, how the fuck does one guy be behind a mask, and how is that going to be convincing? How are you going to portray the emotion and the connection between him and Natalie Portman and the manipulation that he does to her? How are you going to portray that with a guy in a mask? And they did. It was amazing. Like, I couldn't believe it, man. It was fantastic. I was like, holy shit. Like, they did it. They pulled it off, and it was stunning. The intensity, the action sequences, everything is so well done here. The storyline, like, you think it's one thing, and then it completely changes and turns into another. The twists and turns are incredible. It is such a great film. It's one of the best, to me, and I don't know whether you guys agree or not, it's one of the best sort of political statement movies that have come out in the last, like, 20 odd years. Like, really, it was. And I don't think people realize how powerful this movie really is, especially in the society that we're living in today, and how democracy and our way of life could be gone in a second because we let somebody rule over us like a dictator. And the idea that V for Vendetta sort of takes that and spins it on its head and says this is what would happen and this is what revolution would look like is amazing. Dude, it's phenomenal. I can't say enough great things about this. And the 4K, oh my God, man, look at that. This looks amazing. The artwork, it's probably going to look stunning. But this is a movie, guys. If you have never watched it, this is one I highly, highly recommend. Not just for the acting, but for the storyline. And I know it's based off of a comic book or a graphic novel, if I'm not mistaken. I've never read it, but I should, because it's such an incredible movie. I would imagine that the reading material is just as awesome. But it's absolutely amazing, and it's 100% a recommendation, man. For anybody who loves action, for sci-fi drama, for a really great political statement, there's so much here to love, and this movie has it all, dude. I love this fucking flick, man. Oh, and speaking of more Steelbook love, Jesus, we have Grease, of course, for $27.99, the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital. Very nice. Man, this Steelbook is back too. What the fuck, man? Like, all these Steelbooks are coming back, man. Jesus. It's a great movie, but I get a lot of flack for this from my friends. I actually prefer Grease 2 over the original Grease. I know. I know. I got a screw loose in my head. But I really do. I really love Grease 2, man. Grease 2 is vastly underrated. Come on, man. What a cool rider. Right? Alright, maybe I'm a little screwy. Okay. But Steelbook love there. And speaking of more, what the actual fuck? Look at this. They have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, fucking Bumblebee for $24.99, the Steelbook. Dude, this thing sold out. I remember this thing selling out, man. This completely sold out. I remember when this got released, when the movie came out, man, and I went to Best Buy and I couldn't find it. Like, it all sold, and it sold fast. And I was like, oh, well, shit, I'll never find the fucking Bumblebee Steelbook again. Okay, I'm fucked. What the actual fuck? Holy shit. What the hell, man? Dude, this is so weird. Like all of these Steelbooks now that was like previously like all sold out and you couldn't find them, now we're finding them again. Like Bumblebee and Knives Out and Venom and all that stuff. We're now finding all that stuff. What the hell? Oh, that's cool, man. I never actually saw it in person, so this is like the first time I'm seeing it, man. I love that. That's really cool. Oh, that kind of blows me away, man. That really does. Holy fucking shit, man. Really. I guess if you just wait long enough, eventually you'll find them, but oh, that's awesome, man. Oh, that's really cool. God. So crazy to see the Bumblebee Steelbook here now. What the hell? And actually, a lot of copies of it, too. Hell, $24.99 for one that was previously out of print? Yeah, it's not bad, man. Then I'm also seeing they do have The Crown, the complete third season on Blu-ray. They got that. Not bad here. Some good special features there. And one more thing to show off here, guys. So I did show the 4K Ultra HD digital of the collection set for Game of Thrones. But if you look, actually, they do have the complete series set for Game of Thrones on DVD for $189.99. And then they don't have it here right now, but they do have the Blu-ray collection set for $250. So if you think about it, this is $189.99, that's $249.99, so $250 or $190, and the 4K is $210, which is really weird. So the 4K is less money than the Blu-ray and only like $20 more than the fucking DVD. So if you're a fan of Game of Thrones, it kind of makes sense to go with the actual 4K, man. I mean, it's just a better deal overall. I just kind of wanted to point that out, man, here at Best Buy. Like, you would think it's a lot of money, but when you compare it to the DVD and the Blu-ray, not so much, man. So it's kind of interesting for all you Game of Thrones lovers. If you've been waiting, that's a really great price, man. Not bad at all, man. And not bad this week, actually. Some really great stuff, man. A lot of Steelbook love, some great new releases. Yeah, they're a little empty here and there, but for the most part, they definitely delivered this week. I thought there was some really great stuff, man. Not half bad at all. All right, let's head out. It might have been a Christmas bonanza over at Target, but it's a goddamn Steelbook mania here at fucking Best Buy, man. Holy shit. Good lord, man, there was so much really, really great steelbooks to check out. So much ones that were out of print that are now back in print. Some really cool exclusives, all the new releases as well. Wow, man. Holy shit, man. Talk about a surprise this week, man. Whether it's all the Christmas craziness that we saw over at Target, all the cool indie stuff that I got to show from the second Walmart, all the Steelbook love here, like, wow, man. There's some really, really cool stuff, man. I gotta, you know what, man? Just when you have a not so great week, then you come back and boom, baby, have a really great week this time around. And it definitely delivered in a big bad way, man. Nice, very nice, a very great comeback for physical media indeed, man. I loved it. I hope you did too. Let's head home and finish the video. All right, everybody, that'll do it for the Blu-ray and DVD out and about video this week. And my God, man, this was a huge bounce back compared to last week. By far, man. I mean, 150% way better, man. I mean, so much great physical media to check out at all the locations, man. Some really unique titles, some unique editions, a ton of exclusives, Christmas craziness, steelbooks galore, and all of the media in between. My God, man, this was a trip this time around. It really honestly was. I'm so happy to have seen so much media worth checking out, because you know, there are certain weeks where I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be pretty rough. But this week, I didn't quite know what to expect, but man, as I was getting going and seeing the media, there was a lot to check out, and damn glad for it. In fact, I was talking to the electronics manager at Target, and he was like, dude, next week is like a bonanza of titles coming out, and he's like, it's craziness. And I said, yeah, if you really think about it, November is really interesting because it's sort of the last push to get all of these titles out before people are starting to shop for the holidays and get all that stuff out. So within these few weeks here, we're going to see a lot of titles just flooding the marketplace, man. We really honestly are. I mean, it's a good thing for me. It's a good thing for you guys because, hey, more physical media to look at. How can that possibly be a bad thing? But, yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, man. The more titles check out, the merrier. You know me, man. I love checking out physical media, dude. But, yeah, there was just a lot to check out and a lot of really great moments to talk about. Indie goodness, Christmas, steals, all the wonderful new releases, man. It was just fantastic, dude. I hope you picked up something good this week. If you did, definitely let me know. As far as I'm concerned, well, I actually got two things. The first, actually, is a package from Diabolic DVD, baby. And this is actually a Arrow video title that came out last week or the week before that. And it's this sort of action, fantasy, sci-fi, adventure movie from the 80s that I haven't watched for years and years, man. It's been a long time. But when Arrow Video announced this, dude, it was like, wow, I've got to pick this up, man. So I decided, what the hell, man, it's time to pick this sucker up. So I went for it in a big bad way, man. And I am so glad that I did, man. 80s nostalgia. How can I really resist that? I honestly can't, man. So I got that. And I also ended up getting a new release over at Best Buy. This is a very unique movie, and it's one of those films that is a real eye opener, and it's something that I think won't really catch fire with audiences immediately, but I think over time people are really going to find this film and really love it. And I thought this film was really powerful, man, and really well done. So I decided, what the hell, man, I'm going to put it in the collection. So, released at Best Buy, and a package from Diabolic DVD, a little Arrow goodness. So not half bad, guys, but you will not get to find out exactly what I picked up until next month, when my next pickup video will come out for November. It'll show off all of the titles that I picked up for the month, and November is going to be kind of interesting, because I'll sort of tell you guys that I got a bunch of titles from September, a bunch of titles from October, and November is kind of like a little bit, maybe kind of easing back a bit, but still, there's a lot of great stuff. I mean, of course, I gotta hit up the Criterion sale. There's gonna be Criterion stuff, Arrow Video titles, new releases. So, I mean, there will still be stuff, but a lot of it will be sales that may be coming in the month after. So, this will be a unique one. Maybe not as plentiful as the last couple of months, but you know what? Hey, man, if I find a good deal, or find a good sale, I'm all over it. And I'm still ordering stuff online that will come that I haven't picked up yet from previous months. So, trust me, there will be some really good stuff that's going to be in this pickups. It'll be really great. Honestly, guys, I promise. Trust me. You know me, man. I pick up some great stuff. This month will be no exception. I promise. And speaking of pickups, in the next couple of weeks, I will be putting out my September Blu-ray pickup video. This weekend, we are going to put out our review for Mulan. I know Mulan's been out there in the ether for a while. Unfortunately, we had to postpone certain things with the review, had to work on some stuff, and we're finally going to get the Mulan review out to you guys. It was a fun review to do with my friend Nick, so we're finally going to get back to start doing a little bit of reviews. Slowly but surely, guys, we're going to get back to it. So, starting with Mulan, and it's a fun one. We had an interesting time watching the movie, and so, did we like it? Did we not? Well, stay tuned for that video, guys, and stay tuned for some really great videos this month. Hopefully with some movie hunting, reviews, Blu-ray pickup videos. It'll be a month definitely worthy of the channel. And before I let you guys go, I wanted to talk about something that, with the crazy ongoing news cycles that we deal with every single day, just the rapid fire of it, this might have gotten missed a little bit. Maybe you guys don't even know about it, but I wanted to give my 2 cents, and that is Quibi. So, with all these streaming sites that are out now, ones that are coming up, I mean, literally, there is so many streaming services that are out there now, guys. Really, it's kind of crazy and really ridiculous, man. And Quibi came out of the gate, guns blazing, about 6.5, 7 months ago. And basically, they were touting short form video content that you could only stream on your phone. And there was 2 tiers of service, one with ads and one without ads. And they were sort of saying, we are going to revolutionize the streaming service industry. The way you view content, and we are going to revolutionize this. And they tried to carve out a niche for themselves that the other streaming services didn't or couldn't. Wah, wah. Yeah, they're done. They're done, man. It's pretty sad, dude. They're ending their service, I believe, December 1st, if I'm not mistaken. And oh man, another one bites the dust, man. Another one bites the dust. Hey, hey, hey. Another one bites the dust. Hey. Yes, another one does. Quibi is the latest victim of the streaming wars. Now, look, I talk about streaming versus physical media, streaming versus movie theaters, but the streaming wars themselves, streaming versus themselves, man, that is a brutal war, dude. I mean, look, I talked to you guys earlier about, what are you willing to pay for all of these services, man? And think about it. I mean, if you're subscribed to Netflix and Amazon Prime and Hulu and Disney Plus and Apple TV, CBS All Access, you name it, do you have time for an extra one like Quibi that literally you can only view the content on your phone? I mean, they just recently gave you the option of viewing it on TV, but that was just recently. For like over 6 months, you could only watch it on your phone. And I don't think people really want to watch content, full time on their phone. I just don't think they want to. I just don't think people are really interested in that. When you want to watch something, want to watch content, you want to watch it on a screen, man. You want to just sit back and relax. You don't want to have to look at your phone and lift up your phone like this constantly. I just don't think that's very engaging. But Quibi bet on it, and they bet wrong. And to be fair, they put a lot of money into this, man. Do you want to know how much money they put into Quibi? Seriously. They put, and this is the truth, $1.75 billion. Billion. With a B. Holy shit. Oh my god, man. That is nuts. Okay? And the problem with putting that much money into a streaming service, or anything for that matter, is that you're putting that much cash into a product. If you do not see a major return in profit immediately, then you are done. And that's exactly what happened to Quibi, man. And to be fair, it's not just Quibi, because there's other streaming services that are putting money in and are just amassing debt, like Netflix. They are amassing huge amounts of debt. Now, they say that it's good debt, right? It's great debt because we're investing it in our, new shows and movies and content. And more eyes are going to be on it, which means more notice, which means more subscribers. So it's only good that we have this debt. Now, I'm sorry, guys, but I don't ever consider debt to be good. There's nothing about debt that's good to me, okay? Debt is bad. And the problem is like, you have these investors, you have these people that are putting their money into these streaming services, and they want to see a return on their investment. They want to. And the problem with seeing services like Quibi go, and even DC Universe, because DC Universe was supposed to be this big streaming service for Warner Brothers, and that got taken out. That's no longer around. And I think these investors see 1.75 billion just go right down the toilet, and they're like, why do we want to invest in these streaming services if our return is just going to die? And this is a big problem, man, because I think with the streaming services, look, Universal is going to get in the game. Paramount is going to get in the game. Obviously HBO Max is in the game now. And there's so many streaming services fighting for your dollars. Literally, they're just fighting for them with amassing as much content as possible, which means they have to pay the actors, and they have to pay the crew, and they have to pay the writers, and the people who control the content, and the people who service the actual streaming platform and everything. This takes money. It takes massive amounts of money, guys. It really honestly does. And if you're not seeing a profit, eventually that good debt is just gonna drown you. And that's what's going on, man, really. Uh, you know, I truly do believe that with these streaming services, you know, not many are going to survive at the end of the day. Really, because CBS All Access really doesn't have much to go off of. Not many people are knocking on their door to want to see it. A lot of these other ones that are getting into the game, can they really compete with the Hulus of the world or Disney Plus or even Netflix? I mean, I think at this point, a lot of these streaming services that are coming in, if you don't learn the lesson from Quibi, if you don't have content that is going to intrigue people to want to join the site, if you put in too much money into a service and don't give the consumer what they're really asking for, you're not going to make the money. You're going to lose it. And this is a huge thing, man. I've always said that streaming is unpredictable and that just because it's high profile, just because you put in the money to the service doesn't mean that you're going to get the results that you want. And Quibi is the perfect example of that. And also, if you think about this also, guys, with Quibi, that what happens to all of the content that Quibi had? Now that content is completely lost. It's going to go to another streaming service, I imagine, and that streaming service is going to own it. And what about the overseas rights? Some overseas company is going to own it, and suddenly there's a huge rights issue with this content, and we may never see any of that content on physical media because one rights holder owns this region, one rights holder owns that region, and suddenly they're battling for control. And this is what happened in the VHS era. Literally, one company owned the UK rights, one company owned the American rights, one company owned this and that, and one company owned the VHS, distribution, and it turned into a fucking mess, man. Movies still sometimes are drowned in VHS hell. And I truly believe that when all is said and done with streaming services, that's going to happen as well. I could see a lot of great content from a lot of these great streaming services get lost in the shuffle and never be able to see the light of day because one service is going to own this, one service is going to own that, and it's just going to turn into a fucking nightmare, guys. So I think Quibi is a lesson in how to not do something right. And if I'm these streaming services, I look at Quibi as a cautionary tale, as a sign to say, be very careful. And don't think that just because you're high profile means that you're going to get away with a streaming service that people want. Because just because it's a name brand, just because you've got name actors, doesn't mean that people are going to want to watch it. There's a lot of factors, and luck has a lot to do with it. And I truly feel that at the end of the day, streaming services are not as powerful as you might think they are, and they're much more vulnerable. And if they don't do it right, they will go the way of the dinosaur. Oh, and one other thing. I know, guys, I don't want to make this video crazy long. Well, it's probably already crazy long. Let's be realistic here. But I had to talk about this, guys. I had to, and that is the passing of Sean Connery. I had to say something, man. As a movie lover, I can't go without saying something about him. Man, I was actually at work when I heard about the passing of Sean Connery, and man, I was devastated. I mean, the man lived to be 90, so it's not a tragedy in that way that he's gone, because he lived an extraordinary life, but it's just the fact of seeing such a really great, kind-hearted and hard-working and iconic actor now leave this world. And it just says how much 2020 really sucks a big fat one, man. It really does. And I just want to say, as a movie lover, how much I have appreciated Sean Connery for all the roles that he's done, man. Because yes, everybody's gonna focus on Bond, and they should. Because there's people still to this day that believe that Sean Connery is the quintessential Bond that there will ever be. And look, they're not wrong. Because as Bond, he had a certain suaveness to him, sort of a gentleman's quality that everybody tried to replicate, but nobody could succeed as well as he could. I mean, men wanted to be him, women wanted to be near him, and, he created this wonderful persona of James Bond that has persevered to this very day. And God bless him for it. And, not only did he do that, but he's done so many wonderful other movies. Films like Medicine Man, uh, First Night, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Entrapment, Finding Forrester, The Rock. So many really great flicks. The Avengers. To me, he was just an all-around really wonderful, versatile actor, and I'll remember him for so many wonderful films. Uh, like Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, playing Indiana Jones' father. I mean, come on, who else could play Indiana Jones' father? Of course it was Sean Connery, man. It only made sense, dude. He was just so well done, and even in Entrapment, when he's going to bed with Catherine Zeta-Jones, and I'm thinking to myself, like, of course, what older man could get with Catherine Zeta-Jones? Of course, it's Sean Connery. It would make sense, perfect sense, man. He's always been that really badass guy, even in his old age, man. I mean, when you watch The Rock, and he sort of is like driving that car, and he's on Alcatraz, and he's beating the shit out of people. You're like, dude, I don't care how you old are, Sean Connery. I don't care, man. You still kick motherfucking ass, bro. Like, he's just such a wonderful actor, man. I mean, even of course in the Highlander series, he was awesome, and so many other really great roles. He is one of the true definitions of an iconic actor. He really is, man. And any movie lover, I don't care how young you are, how old you are, everybody appreciates Sean Connery because he is that amazing of an actor. Nowadays, there's a lot of movie fans out there that sort of debate about actors. Oh, this actor is better than this one. This actor's not so great, whatever. I have never, not once, in all my years of being a movie fan, have never seen anybody disagree on Sean Connery. Never have I seen anybody disagree about Sean Connery. Everybody truly believes that Sean Connery is the best, one of the best that has ever been and will ever be. He's amazing. And to me, Sean Connery is as iconic as you can get. He did some amazing, memorable roles that will last way longer after I'm gone, you guys are gone. As long as we keep those movies in our hearts and in our minds, they're never going to go away. And Sean Connery is as classic as they come. So rest in peace, Sean Connery. You are now in the heavens, in the stars. You are among legends. And we will be talking about you for decades to come. Because you're that good, man. You were always that good. And there's no denying how great you are. And I am going to miss the hell out of you. But I have the movies. And I'm going to cherish them forever, man. And I know you guys are as well. If you have not dived into all the Sean Connery goodness that there is, and hell, there's a lot more that even I talked about. Dive into Sean Connery, man. From Bond all the way to some of the last roles he ever did, like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. He was always the professional. He was always somebody who raised an actor's game, and and he only and he made you love movies even more than you already could. And that's what a great actor does, man. And Sean Connery is one of the greatest. I'm gonna miss hell of him, dude. I really am. Definitely let me know your thoughts on Sean Connery, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it was long, I had a lot to talk about and a lot to say, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, definitely give it the thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Check out the other Blu-ray and DVD Tuesday videos I've done. Check out the movie hunting videos, Blu-ray pickups, theatrical movie reviews, live streams, and much more. If you're a lover of movies and physical media, hit subscribe and become a part of the Film Fan Nation. I want to thank all of my really wonderful subscribers out there. You guys are absolutely awesome. The great feedback, liking the videos, subscribing, and just sending me the love that you guys have. You guys are really fantastic, and I hope that I send the love right back to you. I really do. So if you like how I talk about movies and physical media, then definitely hit subscribe and keep up to date with everything I'm doing through Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. FilmFan108. Keep up to date with everything I'm doing, plus special pictures and videos I do from time to time on social media as well. Oh, man, this was a really great week, man, and I can't wait for next week, and I just love weeks like this because it makes me really appreciate physical media, and I hope it makes you appreciate physical media as well. Alright, guys, I will see you back next week for a brand new Blu-ray and DVD out and about video. Take care, everybody, and happy hunting.